They say laughter is the best medicine. But what if the one who makes us laugh is the one who's hurting the most? What if every joke is a scream, muted by applause? This is the tragedy of Robin Williams, a man who lit up the world while silently burning inside. He was the life of the party, the wild spark in every room, the manic brilliance behind Mrs. Doubtfire, the profound depth of Dead Poet Society, and the boundless energy of Aladdin's genie. But behind that contagious grin, there was a storm, a kind of sadness that doesn't cry out. It hides. It hides behind charisma, behind generosity, behind comedy. Robin Williams didn't just tell jokes. He became the joke. Not because he wanted to entertain, but because he had to. It was survival. Laughter wasn't just a gift he gave to the world. It was a mask he wore to silence the darkness within. Psychologists call this smiling depression, when those suffering appear happy, successful, even joyful, all while battling a silent war inside. Let that sink in. The person who made millions laugh was drowning in invisible pain. It's a paradox that psychology has long studied. Why do so many comedians, entertainers, and creatives wrestle with depression? Because humor, at its core, is often born from pain. It's not just a way to cope, it's a way to hide, to distract, to deflect. When life feels unbearable, some people tell jokes to convince the world, and maybe themselves, that everything's okay. But depression doesn't always look like sadness. Sometimes it looks like brilliance. Sometimes it looks like productivity, like the person who always checks in on others, but never lets anyone check in on them. The truth? Many of the most deeply depressed people are the best performers. They perform happiness, because if they don't, if they let the mask slip, they fear everything will collapse. Robin was open about his demons, addiction, loneliness, the pressure to keep going. But few could have imagined how heavy his burden truly was. And that's the terrifying reality. Because when someone like Robin leaves us, we're left wondering, how did we not see it? What more could we have done? This isn't just about Robin Williams. It's about everyone who feels they have to wear a mask just to survive. Your friend who always makes you laugh. The co-worker who's always fine. The loved one who seems to have it all together. They might be carrying pain you'll never see unless you look deeper. So here's the truth we must face. Sometimes, the brightest smile is hiding the darkest thoughts. And unless we learn to recognize the signs, not just the obvious ones, we'll keep losing beautiful souls to a silence they felt they couldn't break. Robin Williams once said, "I think the saddest people always try their hardest to make people happy because they know what it feels like to feel absolutely worthless." Let that linger. If someone brought you light, check in on them. If someone makes you laugh, ask them how they're really doing. Because even the ones who seem okay might be the ones who need help the most. This isn't just a tribute. It's a wake-up call. Let's stop waiting until it's too late to care. Let's listen behind the laughter. Let's see beyond the smile. Because sometimes, saving a life starts with a simple question. Are you really okay? If this moved you, share it. Start a conversation. And remember, checking in could be the reason someone keeps going. Behind every smile, there may be a story. Let's be the ones who care enough to ask.